talking Alpha Protocol, 360, PS3, PC, published by Sega, made by Obsidian, who are working on the New Vegas Fallout game.
And who also worked on Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah, so they got a good track record. Well, anyways. The game itself kind of plays as the espionage version of Mass Effect. That being said, it's very buggy and glitchy.
There was like a lot of things, just little stuff. You'll be walking around every now and then. You'll dip through the floor or something like that. Pop-in textures are like crazy.
And what's weird about that is the game was delayed quite a bit. So I mean, what was really being worked on? Unfortunately, for the game's sake, I mean the gameplay is great. It really is all right for the most part. I mean, it has some really heavy RPG elements where you have the crosshairs on someone, shoot at them, and you're gonna miss, kind of thing. But more so than Mass Effect, let's say. But I mean, had it been kind of polished up and didn't have all these problems with it, it really would stand as, you know.
It could have. Yeah. I wouldn't say it could be, you know, on the same level as Mass Effect, but it could have been like considered at least in the same kind of.
Yeah, it has the same when you're talking to other characters, it has the conversation tree kind of thing. You usually have 3 options based on what you want to reply. The thing is with this game, when you're talking to someone, by the time they're finished what they're saying, you have to choose your option or it automatically goes. So there's not like the weird pause where. In Mass Effect, Commander Shepard could be standing there for 5 minutes and then say something, like he was just brewing up the perfect response.
But it's like they can start talking to you and you can be like, oh, okay, well I know what I'm going to say. And then they can say something right at the end that will change what you want to say and you don't have enough time to do it. That was...
Really? That happened to you?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, like, yeah, you have all the same action stuff where it's like, you get to a conundrum where it's like, oh, do I shoot the guy, arrest him, kind of thing. And it's, like it is, it's a spy action thriller, I guess we'll say. Has a skill tree and stuff like that, very much an RPG. I mean, yeah.
While we're talking Mass Effect, I mean, the skill tree looks almost identical to Mass Effect. Like, for those of you that have played
There's a lot of similarities,
yeah. They carried a lot of stuff.
But that being said, I mean, like, it stands up. There's a lot of fun stuff to do. You choose your class, you choose what abilities you want to... I mean, focus on 1 or maybe 2 guns. Don't kind of spread it even because you're going to have trouble later in the game. The CQC is really cool, works good.
It's basically at the point though where you can level up. Like when I did my playthrough, I basically leveled up assault rifles and martial arts, and I didn't even have to. I didn't even have to use a gun. I could just beat everybody up.
Yeah, I mean you can focus on stealth as well, sneak around. The thing is, if you go from a game like this, where it kind of forces you into stealth, not because because it's really easier to play that way. Just because if you get into a big full-scale confrontation, that's when the RPG elements kind of kick up, and there is. I mean, you get different abilities where you can switch it to your favor, but other than that, you're going to want to avoid conflict just because the controls and the gameplay isn't really set up for that. Whereas in Mass Effect, I mean, it's pretty much a straight-up third-person shooter now. Whereas this, yeah. But I mean, seriously, I went from this to playing Splinter Cell Conviction, and then I'm just like, oh man, you can just run and gun that game after that because this game will make you very careful. I like Alpha Protocol.
That's the weird thing. It's broken. It's got so many flaws, but it's a fun game.
It makes you wonder if it was, if there weren't problems like getting stuck in chairs and. Some of the textures are horrible. The load-in on textures, when you switch to something new, like, hey, let's put a beard on the dude. Yeah. And it takes 5 seconds to load the texture, and he just looks like
or equipping
an oil painting.
You equip the armor, and you're basically just, like the shell, and then all of a sudden everything will just pop on, and it's like, wow. I
mean, maybe they're going to patch it. I mean, there's a lot wrong with it. The graphics are kind of retrograde as well.
That's the thing. The graphics aren't even that good. So the pop-in, it's like, Mass Effect looks better, and it takes less time for things to pop in, if they pop in at all. So
in a lot of cases, a lot of the areas in this are corridors. Like, it's very closed.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder. I mean, what were they working on? But I mean, it is a good game. Like, if you like the Mass Effect kind of thing, you like spy thrillers kind of thing, like James Bondy kind of idea, definitely check it out. Alpha Protocol is not bad. Hopefully they patch it or something like that. What do you give Alpha Protocol?
I'm going to go ahead and give Alpha Protocol a 7 out of 10.
I agree wholeheartedly. I wish I could give it more. It's just, it needs some cleaning up. That's the gist of it.
Can't let you walk away from this.